Friends, how's it going? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bringing you guys some ranked singles action. Today we are rocking out with a Xerneas Blaziken team. I did feature this team a little bit, I believe last Friday, but I just want to have some more games with it. This team, I've upgraded it quite a bit, and yeah, let's have some fun. Our opponent today is rocking out with Rillaboom, Ditto, Shackle, Cinderace, Zoroark, and Calyrex Shadow. I actually have a video idea coming up with Imposter Ditto with Zoroark. I just literally want to see Ditto use like Flamethrower and Night Gaze and stuff. So potential video idea coming out. But yeah, let's get into this video. You know. I'm thinking about leading Incin. Blaziken is a Baton Pass Speed Boost variant, so that's all it does. It doesn't have to come to every game. Xerneas is coming. And then in the back, this is a tough one. I think Rillaboom is pretty good. So yeah, we'll do that. Like Dracovish can be good too, but I think Rillaboom is, because you gotta worry about the Calyrex Shadow. Even though we have the Cinderace, I still think we need to try and do as much respecting on it as possible. We do have, okay, so they end up leading Shuckle anyway. Okay, fantastic with me. So what we can do is, I'm a little bit afraid of the Rocky Helmet, as that's more of an item that you see in singles. So I'm going to just go straight for a parting shot and get a Xerneas in pretty much for free, because I don't really see Shuckle doing anything against us. And from there we can actually set up a Geomancy. There's not much in the way that our opponent can stop that, right? Not 100%, but to me, Xerneas seems like it's broken in VGC. So I wanted to see how it did in singles, and so far, yeah, I feel like it's somewhat broken. Actually, this Pokemon is actually crazy. Because I mean, you go up against like a Shuckle or something. If they have, I mean, they don't have a way to stop your setting up. Granted, he might have Gyro Ball, but he is literally -2 attack, and he's a Shuckle. So even if you have Gyro Ball, I don't see you picking up a KO. Plus, Shuckle doesn't tend to run Gyro Ball. Watch this be the one to have it. He actually has Sticky Webs. So this Shuckle is basically here to set up Stealth Rock, set up all this Sticky Webs and stuff. It really doesn't matter. I'm going for that Xerneas sweep at this point, you know? Alright, let's see if we get this KO. Which we won't because it's sturdy, but Shuckle is so powerful. So bulky. Power split. Uh-oh. Let me double check. Make sure. So we're still not 100% knowing. I guess that's like your base stat total. So that could be... Okay, I mean, if it's based on your base stats, now we have the special attack of a Shuckle. Actually, Shuckle and Xerneas, they kind of, I guess, share them now. That's kind of weird, but okay. So that's not the end of the world, because I still think we're powerful enough. This is big reason why I like to run Psyshock, is so that way we don't have to hit the Cinderace for not very effective, and we can still hit them relatively hard. That's decent damage. Gunk Shock will come out. I almost thought it missed, but I'm pretty sure that's... Yeah. Now, do we live is the big question. We do not. A little unfortunate. A little bit unfortunate, actually. Rillaboom can kind of come in and go for a Grassy Glide without KO. I'm just afraid that wouldn't KO. Even though we are max attack Rillaboom, I don't think it would. Because it being the poison typing that it is at the moment and everything, so We have to go into Ensign. Get the Intimidate. This gives us a free fake out as well. So I'm perfectly fine with this. Just give me that free damage. Because that could be Rillaboom range now, you know what I'm saying? And really and truthfully, you got Calyrex in the back, so we kind of want to preserve our Incineroar, but at the same time, I want to get rid of your Cinderace. High Jump Kick will come out. That probably KO that will KO us for sure. So a little bit rough, actually, a tad rough. But Rillaboom can come out. What's our matchup against Calyrex Shadow? Because that's who he has in the back. We are Assault Vest, and we have Knockoff. So it's not the end of the world. We're not really the bulkiest though. So if he could actually probably still potentially one-shot us. Potentially. I mean, maybe not though. We just have to wait and see. Any other Pokemon that we would just struggle against that he may have. I mean, Zoroark with that flamethrower wouldn't been that big of an issue though, because of Glassy Glide. Obviously, Ditto would be kind of rough. But there's the Calyrex. His own Rillaboom wouldn't have been very fun either, but there's the Calyrex. And I don't know if this is practically game or not, you know? I mean, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. We do have Knockoff, so as long as we live this Astral Barrage, I feel like it's game. I feel we get this KO. So let's find out. Go Rillaboom! Assault Vest coming in clutch. Ooh, we knock him right down to a Focus Sash. Unless you have Protect, we have priority on our Grassy Glide. We should win this game. That came down to the wire though. You see how hard that Calyrex actually still hits us too. That's pretty crazy. But Grassy Glide for the win. That's how we get a W. Let's go ahead and jump over to game number 2. Alright, game number 2. We are going up against a Landorus, Ditto, Eternatus, Ferrothorn, Urshifu, and Zapdos. Very, very cool team, I have to say. Very, very cool. I do think, though, Urshifu tends to be scarfed in singles. So if I believe Blaziken, it would take a while before we can actually outspeed. In fact, are we worried about the Choice Scarf Urshifu being a lead? Because if so, we could actually go Rillaboom lead. But he has so many Pokemon that can punish Rillaboom that Rillaboom's not fantastic. This one's actually kind of tough. Let's go Ensign, Xerneas, and Dracovish, right? Or yeah, Dracovish is not bad. I'm a little bit afraid of the Eternatus though if I do that, and we know he's bringing that. So maybe Dragapult? I'm gonna go Dragapult. Ensign, Xerneas, and Dragapult. Dragapult gives me a lot of speed control. This is an odd set because I have not really updated its moveset. I had it for a Groudon team to proc a weakness policy on Groudon, and so this one actually has Surf, and I have not went around and changed it yet, which is fine because I mean it's still interesting because you run into those parts of the game where that actually could come in handy. I could change it to Dive. Definitely probably should. But we'll see what happens. Right here feel like it's a pretty safe fake out plus parting shot for sure. Fake out is just free damage. Unless you think that they have the Rocky Helmet, then it's really not worth it. But this one has leftovers. Or Black Sludge. We didn't do much, but it is free damage. And now I feel like we can go ahead and go for parting shot. Get the he might want to go for like Nasty Plot or something. So we definitely need to lower his stats. He's going for Toxic. That's fine with me. I get basically whoever I want now in for free. And Eternatus really isn't going to be threatening the most now. So I feel halfway decent. I feel like we might want to go into Dragapult. I'm going to go into Dragapult and go ahead threaten with the Dragadarts. I really don't know. Yeah, he doesn't really have a fantastic switching. Like, you can go into Ferrothorn. You can go into, I mean, you got Urshifu as well. That'd probably take it halfway decent. But yeah, Ferrothorn definitely will take it, right? But that's fine, because we did force a switch. And now you revealed that you have Ferrothorn. So that's fine. I could run Flamethrower on this Dragapult and give it like a enough EVs to where it can actually one-shot most Ferrothorns. That would be crazy, actually. I think I'm gonna go right back into Incin. Get Intimidate onto this Ferrothorn, and now we're going to be threatening this Ferrothorn with Flare Blitz potential. So, it's all good. He might, I don't know if he's wanting to go for Leech Seed or if he's wanting to go for Iron Defense, but he does go for Leech Seed. Okay. I mean, we're definitely threatening with the Flare Blitz, but we gotta be careful. Because we are toxic. We do have Citrus Berry, I'm pretty sure, on this Incin. So we could be a little reckless, but we gotta just be careful. Yeah, let's just go for Flare Blitz. Let's see what happens. It's early. Our opponent may think that we're gonna over predict or something. So, okay, so they do switch out. They're pretty smart in doing so. Back into the Eternatus, that's fine. We don't really have the best answer though for that Ferrothorn, do we? So we have to keep Incin pretty healthy. Let's see, we definitely, I mean, there could be a potential Sludge Bomb coming out. There's Meteor Beam that can come out. So we're not in the best spot because this thing can hit like a truck. And this thing will hit us pretty hard. Get down to our Citrus Berry. At least we get that procced. But that Toxic is starting to dwell. Starting to take some of our big health away. Let's go into Dragapult. And this time I'm gonna go for like a Phantom Force. I mean, we might as well. Okay, so he actually switches out into Ditto. Okay, like that's not the end of the world. Now we know all three your mons. You get the Intimidate onto our Incin instead of our Dragapult, so we're looking all right. We're looking all right. A little bit afraid though, because we do know we have Darkest Lariat on our Incin. So he definitely will be going for that. And just for that, I think that gives us a pretty much a free switch window to our Eternatus. Pretty free. We pretty much know what's gonna happen. Give me that free Eternatus. Now we can go for Geomancy, and Yes. Ooh, that's a smart play. Parting shot into our Geom or into our Xerneas switch in. That's pretty smart because that's actually kind of interesting because we did have the Dragapult, so with our clear body, he wouldn't have been able to lower our. So yeah, our opponent's playing fantastic actually. All right, Ferrothorn's back out. Definitely threatening. But we'll go ahead and set up a substitute. We can start getting some big damage out. If he goes for Leech Seed, predicting us a switch or something, we definitely got him caught off guard. He goes for Iron Defense. That's fine. He's wanting to set up as well. I'll let him set up all day. We'll go for Geomancy. You just gotta think, we are still a Xerneas. Yes, this is a Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn Wall Xerneas. We could still practically free shot him. Especially if he's wanting to go for more iron defenses, we could definitely free shot him. We could probably maybe even potentially two shot him, you know? Like, Xerneas hits super hard. Especially because we're going to be at +2, you know? You gotta respect the Xerneas sometimes, you know? It is a restricted for a reason. Now, we are afraid of the Gyro Ball. Okay, that's pretty fair. He actually does do that. He might think that we're going to switch, though. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to set up another substitute. Because I kind of want to stay in. I really do. He does go for Iron Defense. Fantastic. And we're kind of punishing him, right? Every time he goes for this Iron Defenses, we get a free substitute off. Now we get a Moonblast. Let's see how much it actually does. Was this actually worth it? Like I said, if it's a two-shot, it's definitely worth it. It's close. It could be. It depends on what row we get. He goes for Body Press. Does that even break? Yeah, it does. Okay. I was about to say, man, I felt safe if it didn't break. Okay. After leftovers, don't necessarily know if we get the KO, but we do have Pokemon that can definitely definitely threaten it. So I'm okay with trading Xerneas for whatever, and he might just go for Body Press, so we can actually keep our Xerneas. So I'm fine with doing this big damage. Body Press, there it is. Opponent's actually over predicting, and we're surviving. We're alive. Yeah, that's pretty much the turn of this game, because we can go for another Moonblast, get the KO now, and then what do you have to really threaten our Xerneas, you know? Do you have any priority? He'll be bringing that out if he does. So we'll just have to see what happens. But Xerneas beats Ferrothorn, especially when you have substitutes. That gets into mind games a little bit, because you want to keep that Xerneas around. There's the Ditto. Ooh, okay, I see you, Ditto. That's actually really, really scary, because yeah, that's actually terrifying. We'll go for Moonblast, but I'm actually afraid now of that Ditto. And that just totally left my mind. Okay, did he happen to be Choice Scarfed as well? Oh man, I think the tie's a turn for our opponent for sure on this one. Because we don't really have a great Xerneas play at all. And I mean, I don't think Dragapult definitely shouldn't be able to outspeed, especially if it's Choice Scarfed. So yeah, and then you know Ensign doesn't have enough damage either. So yeah, that's game. Ouch. Good game to my opponent. Ditto coming in to bite me in the butt at the end of this game, but hey, it is what it is. It's really fun nonetheless. So great game to my opponent. I'm looking forward to learning more singles at the moment, so if you guys have any single suggestions, let me know. You know, I mean, if you guys want to see me use certain Pokemon too in singles, let me know. Let me know anything that you guys want me to do, and I will try and do my best to do it. And Sin goes down. GG to my opponent. That was very fun though. Very fun mind games.